Titleist have just released the brand new TRU-FEEL golf ball. It's half the price of the Pro V1, so how good can it be? Let's find out, and let's do it now. So guys, just a real quick one before we get back into this video. I have a box of 12 of the white brand new Titleist TRU-FEEL and the yellow brand new Titleist TRU-FEEL, depending how many we lose in this video in the test, and I want to give them to you. So if you want, just hit those comments below. Balls, B-A-L-L-S, balls, just have to double check that's how you spell it. You have to like this video and you also have to be a subscriber. Like I said, a dozen of each depending on how many we get through in this video. So hopefully you're going to get yourself 24 golf balls. Now let's get back to the video. Drives off the first tee, we have the TRU-FEEL vibrant yellow ball here in the rough, which is quite handy here at Aphrodite Hills because the rough is very, very penal, and the Pro V1's only just in bounds there, as you can see. So actually, distance-wise on the first, the TRU-FEEL takes it. Here is how this video is going to go. I'm going to play a few holes here at Aphrodite Hills, a fantastic golf course in Cyprus. We are here filming the beginner's race to Dubai. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the brand new Titleist TRU-FEEL golf ball. And I'm going to play a bit of a better ball with myself between the Pro V1 and the TRU-FEEL. So see which ball gives me the better tee shot, see which ball gives me the best approach shot. And then from there, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of feedback. And along the way, we'll see exactly what Titleist say about this brand new budget golf ball. Really amazed there how actually the TRU-FEEL, keep when I call it TRU-Soft, I'm sure the previous version of this was a TRU-Soft, it's actually stopped there out of the rough. And this rough is insane. You drop the ball down, you can't see it at all. They were both exactly the same, like ridiculously the same. It's going to be really interesting to see if we can get up there and see which ones reacted better out of this thick rough. So finest of fine margins here, and I said back there that I thought the TRU-FEEL did stop really quickly. You can see both pitch marks here. We've got the flag there. The Pro V1's clung on, so that's obviously had a bit of spin because we've got a bit of a downslope here, and the TRU-FEEL's gone down into the rough. So I've gone from a birdie putt with the Pro V1 to potentially a tricky little up and down with the TRU-FEEL. Let's play them both and just see exactly how much difference it makes to the score using the premium Pro V1 against, let's face it, the budget TRU-FEEL golf ball. Absolute craters then. And it's amazing how these are finest of fine margins, but obviously the fine margin in the price isn't a fine margin, it's double. I would definitely rather have that one. Definitely. It's a 4. And I think that's going to be another 4. So actually it's not really made a huge difference. But potentially, in fact I probably was closer with the chip than the putt. I do think you stand more chance making putts generally on a hole than chipping, unless you're like me and your chipping's miles better than putting. But put that down as 2 4s. Just got on the second tee here at Aphrodite Hills. Let's see exactly what Titleist say about this new TRU-FEEL golf ball. Feel goes a long way, and there's no better proof than Titleist TRU-FEEL. It's the softest Titleist golf ball, now reimagined with a new True Touch core for more distance in your game, and our proprietary True Flex cover gives you an excellent control into and around the green. There's also the feeling of confidence and trust knowing that the best class quality from Titleist is engineered into every TRU-FEEL golf ball. which is kind of hard to argue with really. But we're going to put it to the test, so we're going to see exactly now what it's like off this tee against the Pro V1, and I'm going to hit some 4 irons, because for me it's important to see how they go distance wise, not just off the tee with a driver, but with irons, with wedges, with different golf clubs, and then also see how they feel around the greens. Obviously that chip shot that we played on the last with the TRU-FEEL, the yellow one, felt very nice because it obviously nearly went in, so that's going to be the overriding feel, isn't it? Now the TRU-FEEL golf ball is available in white, yellow, as you can see that I'm using today, and also it is going to be available in a matte red, so keep your eyes open for that. Whereas a Pro V1 you can have it in the white or you can have it in the yellow. Remember, I want you to be a part of my videos, and I want you to hit those comments below, and in this video I want you to comment what price golf ball do you use. Do you use a budget golf ball, do you use a premium golf ball, or do you just use something that you find? Because sometimes that can work just as well. Okay, TRU-FEEL yellow. A little bit toey, but felt okay, straight down the middle of the fairway. And one thing which I see a lot of with this type of golf ball, the TITLEIST TRU-FEEL, I found it with the Velocity in the past as well, and the Tour Soft, is that it launches so quickly. It doesn't start low and spin up, it just launches so high off the club. And for some people that's going to be a bonus, because you want to get the ball high, you want to get it travelling. I guess it just depends how much club speed you're producing. Now let's go with the old faithful Pro V1. I've looked down at this for a number of years. Exactly the same shot, so this is going to be very interesting. I dare say the TRU-FEEL might have done better again, but we'll have a look there. But we'll get up there and have a look. Little guest on the video, Mr. Fox. How are we doing, Mr. Beginner?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Would you be using the expensive balls or the half-price balls?
Definitely half price.
Definitely half price. See, this is a prime consumer for the Titleist kind of idea that they can produce good golf balls. Performance golf balls is what they're known as in the Titleist world, but at half the price of a Pro V1. So generally in England you're going to pay around £20 a dozen for a TRU-FEEL. Don't quote me on that, because I'm just going on the basis of what the True Soft used to be, and a Pro V1 obviously you're going to pay £40 plus for a dozen. And if you're playing and you're maybe a beginner, maybe new to it, and could potentially lose a few golf balls along the way as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's not exactly money well spent, £40 a dozen, is it?
No.
No. So as you can see here guys, already very, very close actually. I wish I was that consistent all the time. They weren't the best strikes in the world, but we have a white ball that's closer to us, which means the TRU-FEEL has outdone it again. That's probably going to be on strike, to be fair, but results are results. Okay, so the TRU-FEEL here left us around 100 yards. We're a little bit downwind, so I'm going to hit a full-blooded lob wedge here and see exactly how they react into the green. Will the TRU-FEEL land soft? Will I get the performance that I need, the spin? Or will the feel and the performance of the Pro V1 ring true and give me that control? Let's find out. And the amazing thing about ball testing is, and I say this all the time when I do ball testing, sometimes I feel like maybe, even as a pro, am I good enough to test golf balls? Does it need to be robot testing? Does it need to be TrackMan testing? Because the chances of me hitting these two exactly the same like I have done on that tee and like I did on the approach shot on the first hole, probably quite minimal, but we'll give it a go. Pro V1 landed middle of the green and it's just absolutely stopped dead, even downwind. That is what I've come to expect from a Pro V1. It's exactly what I would be buying into for that £40. But I bet it's finished short as well. So then you've got to say, well actually, would I be better with the TRU-FEEL that kicks on a couple of yards and actually gets closer to the hole? Maybe. Immediately the TRU-FEEL's gone into orbit compared to the Pro V1, and that's going to be really close. How good is that? One thing which I really enjoy about the TRU-FEEL, it'd help if I had that in my hand and not a Pro V1, is the new lineup. So the little kind of red marking alongside the TRU-FEEL logo, it looks really good. And I'm sure for putting it's really going to help people with alignment. And this is really interesting. So one thing you always see on a Titleist ball, and as like obviously a full-time golfer, I see this straight away. Can I give you them two? What do you think is the most expensive ball by looking at them? Ignore the prostate cancer thing on because it's just an advert, but
Just by looking at them?
Yeah.
Oh. I'd say that one.
Why?
Purely because I suppose the holes look all similar and the same. And
the dimples?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the quality is going to be there with both of them, but the big thing for me, if we zoom in on them there, is actually the fineness of the writing and kind of the premiumness, is that a word, guys? Comment below, is premiumness a word? So you see how with the Pro V1 you've kind of got the real faint lines in, it's almost like hand scribed, whereas with the TRU-FEEL it's like a thicker, bolder writing, so it just doesn't look quite as premium. For me, that's what it comes to anyway. I think if you actually took off all the writing, I'd go as far as saying they'd look exactly the same. I think feel-wise, they feel exactly the same.
They're both white and they're both balls.
Both balls, mate, yeah. And that's a beginner's point of view as well. So I definitely think that is, like I said earlier in the video, a little bit of a market which Titleist are going to try and get into with this type of ball. Now then, very Yorkshire.
Now then.
What about pitch mark with the Pro V1? Kicked forward to there, so we've probably got about 6 foot of run out there, would you say?
Yeah.
Downwind, lob wedge, same shot. And with the TRU-FEEL, we've landed here, just there, and it's actually stopped quicker. And I found that really interesting because I felt like I struck them both pretty well. The TRU-FEEL's gone further and landed quicker, but again, am I good enough to test these golf balls? Right, okay, so let's see if I've got more of a chance making birdie with the TRU-FEEL than I have the Pro V1. That's probably left me about 40-45 feet, this one. Stay up. Okay, so that's a gimme par with the Pro V1. Let's see if I can make a birdie with the TRU-FEEL and this new little alignment aid. I'm a real big fan of this actually. I'd be interested to see if Titleist do put something like this on next year's Pro V1 or the year after's Pro V1. I think we've got another year of this cycle, haven't we? But it would be quite interesting to see. I know Callaway went that way, didn't they, with the, I forgot what it's called, but the 3 colours. Probably no, really. It does feel quite liberating playing with a yellow ball for a change. Not something I'd normally do. Must be. Got the line. No, he's not. Oh! 2 pars again. So we're going to play one more hole here at Aphrodite Hills and then we're going to call it a day. So far 2 pars with both balls, the Pro V1 and the TRU-FEEL. Should I just save myself £20 a dozen and just use the cheaper ball? 3rd tee here at Aphrodite Hills, par 5, and it's only about a 250-yard carry over that gorse, over that, what do you call it, a valley? Gorge, not gorse, gorge. So which one we go for first? Out of the pocket, Pro V1 first, then TRU-FEEL. Hopefully we don't lose them, because remember guys, these are coming your way as well. Love a giveaway. This is such a small target. Babby. Should be alright, I think. We've seen it bounce, so that's always a positive. Now let's go TRU-FEEL. See, this is interesting because it's near enough a little bit touch downwind off the right. So with the TRU-FEEL, I have noticed it's launched a lot easier. So is that going to help me then pick up the wind and make the carry? Potentially it could. That's left. Nothing to do with the ball, but it's left. Go on, let's hit another one. Let's go again because that really wasn't anything to do with the ball. So whoever wins the giveaway, sorry, but yeah, there's not a dozen anymore, but that doesn't matter. Better, a lot better. We're over, we're golden with the 2nd ball of the TRU-FEEL. I must say, I don't know if it is just me, but I do definitely feel a little bit more confident with the wind in the, not with the wind, but playing into the wind or playing into a wind with the Pro V1 than I do the, we're all over the place here, than I do the TRU-FEEL. I don't know what it is, I just feel like the Pro V1 holds its line more into a wind than the budget ball, cheaper ball. So guys, we're just now making the drive across the gorge and up onto the fairway. Cracking hole this as well. But one thing I would like to say is I think it's fantastic that the brands do make these. I keep calling it a budget ball. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me there and think it's just a cheaper ball. But these golf balls that are cheaper, they are cheap to buy. If you go and buy a sleeve of these 3 balls, they're generally about £5. So that's not really breaking the bank for most people. It's either that or you go and buy lake balls and you never really know where they've been. Refurbished balls, you don't know where they've been. I think it's a huge bonus that you can buy a ball and use it consistently throughout a season, consistently when you play, and get the same performance from it. That's really what you're buying. You're buying into an ideology of a consistent ball, gives you a consistent ball flight, it gives you consistent numbers, and obviously a consistent feel around the greens. Say consistent more. So we've just got over the other side. We teed off from all the way, where was it, over there, which was insane. And we've got the Pro V1 here. Look at the state of this rough as well, it's so penal. Pro V1 there we go. And then actually 15-20 paces further forward is the TRU-FEEL, and again this could be a case of better strike, better line, different bounce on the fairway, so you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. But TRU-FEEL's out there a little bit further again, and it's actually opened the hole up a lot better for me there. Evidently we're here for 3, because the other TRU-FEEL, I do apologise, is somewhere over there. So if you find one of them guys, it's not me, because if it's, yeah, it might be me, we don't know. So 282 meters left in. I've not got my clubs with me this week out here, because obviously we're doing the beginner series. I'm going to send a hybrid up there, and then it might even be another hybrid after that, but let's see how both these balls react. I've actually got to move it around this tree, and we're downwind, so obviously moving a golf ball downwind is never easy. Can I do it with the TRU-FEEL? I know I can probably do it with the Pro V1. That's moving nicely, that is absolutely perfect. Took a bad bounce, but that's perfect. Let's go Pro V1 now, same lie. Pro V1 stayed out to the right a little bit actually there. But I do definitely see, the big thing that I see here, I don't see a huge feel difference around the greens. I'm not going to lie, I've only played a few shots. I will play a few more short game shots when we get to this green, just to kind of really try and bed it in. But just taking this golf ball out into the field of battle where it matters, I'm not seeing a huge difference, to be fair, but I am seeing a huge difference in trajectory. The ball's just setting off so much higher straight off the bat, and I guess it entirely depends on what kind of ball flight characteristics you're after. So just got up here, we've got the yellow TRU-FEEL there. I must say I'm quite enjoying the yellow, because you can see it straight away. And then the Pro V1, we spent ages looking for it, and we have finally found it. It's here. So again, and there really, the Pro V1 hasn't kind of moved like I would want it to, but again it kind of comes back to, doesn't it, the same thing that I keep saying over and over in these ball reviews. Is it the ball, or is it just me? Did I play a really good shot there with the cheaper ball and then not quite as good a shot with the Pro V1? Because obviously the quality of the shot massively dictates, well, everything, doesn't it? So we've got about 100 yards left in here, and the final test for me really with these golf balls, aside from doing sort of a good bit of chipping around the green, is can I play a little low flighted pitching wedge to this distance. Obviously I've been harping on the whole video about how it just sets off a lot higher and gives me a much higher trajectory straight away. So can I control this like I know I can the Pro V1? Not bad, I've leaked it to the right, but I did manage to keep it down. I'd say that's just kind of jumped off the back of the green as well. Out of the interest of fairness, let's send one with Pro V1. Definitely lower. I've managed to keep that so low, and I think it's actually checked up and it's quite close as well, so it does kind of show that, looking at the performance side of it, tried to play a low one there. I was happy with the low one with the TRU-FEEL. I did feel like it was lower than potentially just a normal shot, but then with the Pro V1 it was way lower, way more controlled, and we'll go up there and see if it's as close as I think it potentially might be. It is as I expected. Pro V1 just past pin high actually, and I dare say it stopped quite quickly even out of the rough downwind, and the TRU-FEEL there, mind my shadow because it's late, has missed the green. Not fantastic. Last thing to do here, I'm going to play a bunch of chip shots, a bunch of flop shots, some bunker shots, and we're just going to see exactly how these balls feel over a number of shots rather than just taking them out there and seeing how they perform on the golf course. But I do think that it does matter how they initially perform, how they initially play, because obviously you only get one chance when you're out there on the golf course. So for me, being able to use a consistent golf ball for a cheaper price is a massive bonus to any golfer. You can get used to the ball flight, like we said, we're on the buggy earlier, get used to those characteristics, get used to the distances and everything like that. But then I also think that actually you need to have a think about what kind of level you're playing at, how well do you strike the ball, how consistently do you strike the ball, and then how much feel do you feel like you need around the greens. How good is your short game? Can you tell the difference? Oh, that was nice. In feel in golf balls, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie guys, even I sometimes can't feel a huge difference in golf balls. Oh, that was absolutely nipped. And this is really going to sum it up. 2 shots played exactly the same and they reacted pretty similar. So guys, I think I have seen enough on the Titleist TRU-FEEL golf ball to give you a verdict. And that verdict has to be, I think it is fantastic. You can go and buy a performance golf ball for, I think they're going to be about £20 a dozen. Don't quote me on that, but last year's True Soft balls were £5 a sleeve and they're absolutely fantastic for the price. Value for money wise, you can't go wrong with these. If you're a beginner, like that man over there, if you're a high handicapper, even if you're a mid handicapper, and what do you want to see performance wise out of that golf ball? Because if spin around the greens is vitally important for you, obviously you will be better off with a more spinning golf ball, with a Pro V1 or something like that. But if value for money is more important to you, then I guess that is always determined by you and your circumstances. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want to be in with a chance of winning those golf balls, like I said, I've got about a dozen white ones and about a dozen yellow ones to give away. So hit those comments below, balls, B-A-L-L-S, balls. If you are new here, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that content, and as always, huge thank you to the guys at Aphrodite Hills for hosting us, and we'll see you tomorrow.